Okay, so when you hear the name John Grisham, what comes to mind, right? Tense courtroom battles, brilliant lawyers. Well, get ready to rethink everything you know, because with his latest thriller, he's diving into brand new territory. We're going to take a first look at what happens when the king of the legal thriller decides to write a classic whodunit.
And wow, it has already hit the ground running, landing that coveted #1 spot on the New York Times bestseller list. This is The Widow, and that cover alone just sets the perfect mood for the mystery we're about to get into. So why is this such a huge deal? Well, it all comes down to this massive genre shift. Grisham has built an entire career, a legacy really, on his incredible legal thrillers. But with The Widow, he's trying something totally different, his very first classic whodunit. For his millions of fans, this is an absolute must-read event. Okay, so he took a huge gamble, right? Did it pay off? Well, it looks like the verdict from readers is already in, and it is a massive, resounding yes. And look, the numbers really speak for themselves. The book is pulling in a fantastic 4.4-star rating on Amazon and a super solid 4.2 on Goodreads. It's pretty clear that readers are loving Grisham's new direction. And get this, we're not talking about a few dozen early reviews here. We're talking over 33,000 ratings on Goodreads alone. That is a ton of people already diving into this story and loving it.
Plus, it's sitting pretty at #2 on the Amazon charts this week. So yeah, this thing is a certified hit. We know people are loving it. But why? What is the story that's got everyone so completely hooked? Let's get into it.
All right, so the story itself, it all revolves around a character who honestly feels super real and relatable. Let's meet the guy at the center of it all, Simon Latch. Now, Simon isn't your typical Grisham protagonist. He's not some hotshot lawyer in a big city. No, he's a small-town guy out in rural Virginia just barely scraping by to pay his bills. His marriage? Yeah, that's kind of falling apart. His life is, well, it's ordinary. And that ordinary life is about to get turned completely upside down. And that chaos, it walks right through his door, in the form of what seems like the perfect client, with an offer that, you guessed it, sounds way too good to be true.
So picture this. One day, the door to his sleepy little office creaks open, and in walks Eleanor Barnett. She's an elderly widow, looks totally harmless, and says she needs his help.
At first, it's simple enough. She just needs a new will. But then, she drops the bombshell. She claims her late husband stashed away a secret fortune, a massive one. And the best part? No one else knows about it. Just like that, our small-town lawyer has landed the richest client of his entire life. I mean, you can just imagine the dollar signs flashing in his eyes, right? But a hidden fortune with zero paper trail, you gotta ask yourself, what could possibly go wrong here?
Well, as you can probably guess, pretty much everything. This is the moment the dream starts to unravel, and the trap snaps shut.
So Simon gets to work, trying to manage this supposed fortune on the down low. But things start to feel off. Her perfect story starts to show some serious cracks. The details just don't line up.
And then, bam! Things go from weird to dangerous real fast. Eleanor ends up in the hospital after a really suspicious car accident. Suddenly, this isn't just about money anymore. This is serious.
And before Simon can even catch his breath, the whole thing gets flipped on its head. He's the one who gets arrested. He's the one on trial for a crime he swears he had nothing to do with. And we are not talking about some small-time charge. No, the charge is murder. And all the evidence, all the circumstantial stuff, it points right at him. He looks guilty as sin. He is trapped in an absolute nightmare.
So, this is where we get to the real heart of the thriller. It's a desperate, frantic race for the truth. Simon is caught, and the only person who can get him out is, well, himself.
And you don't have to take my word for it. Listen to what fellow author Chris Whitaker said. He called it a classic, compulsive, taut, and thrilling novel from one of the great storytellers of our time, Grisham at his irresistible, unforgettable best. That word compulsive is everything. This is one of those books you just can't put down.
And he's not wrong, because the stakes here are absolutely sky high. This isn't just about Simon's career or his reputation. If he can't figure this out, he is going to spend the rest of his life behind bars for a murder he did not commit. So his only chance, his only way out, is to solve this thing himself. He has to find the real killer before that gavel falls for the last time. So the question is, can he do it in time? The link to this book is in the video description.